from exporting their number one moneymaker. That was going to bring them to their knees. The president said so. What wasn't calculated was that the Russians have a way to avoid the impact of the sanctions. Not the usual way, because sanctions are quite easy to evade. There's a book, I forget the author's name, but there's a book a few years old, which is a study of sanctions. And the whole point of the book is to show you, done by some academic professor somewhere in the United States here, the whole point of the book is to show you that the sanctions never work. Country after country he goes to, it's very good analysis. Anyway, it's not that. The mistake made by Biden and his people was not to understand the importance of China and its allies, known as the BRICS. You know, Belgium, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and the dozen other countries that are now part of that. What Russia did is say, okay, I don't have to sell it to you. I'm going to sell it to India and China. End of you lose. My money is coming in. Here's the joke. When you sell it to India, it just goes on another ship and goes right back to Europe. Russia is still selling its oil to Europe. It's just a
new middleman.
Yeah, but the beauty, they never understood, because they didn't understand. They didn't understand that if you don't handle intellectually the change in the world, you're going to make catastrophic strategic mistakes. They lost the war in Ukraine. Russia now occupies a quarter of that country. They lost because the sanctions didn't work. And they didn't work because you didn't understand what this new configuration of the world economy is. So your sanctions aren't going to work. They're not going to work for 5 minutes. They don't even have to sneak around. They got these two monster countries. China and the BRICS is 55, I believe, percent of the world's people. United States has 4.5% of the world's people. You can't overcome that. That's just light, that's light and day or whatever. It's just, you got to face this. You can't pretend you are not in the 1960s and 70s. You're just not. But we live in a country of, as my psychotherapist wife says,